Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the monthly for April. Welcome to the logical revolution. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you get a lot out of this reading. Monthly reading for the collective. Wow, that was really fiery. That was really rocking and rolling. You should go and have a look at that. I really enjoyed doing it, and it really sheds a light on where we're going at the moment. Quite amazing. Yeah, so let's get straight in there without further ado. Here's the overall energies, the karmic missions on your relationship side and your financial sort of side. Here is the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, but it's also how the universe is sort of influencing that karmic message, how your past selves are influencing that karmic message, how your future selves are egging you on, and the overall outcome. That's on your relationship side, and you get the same thing on your sort of material side of life, your job, your business, and that sort of thing. So without further ado, Aquarius, let's get in there. Thank you very much for being here with us. 10 of Pentacles, the overall energy for you. This has been brewing up from you since the beginning of your birthday season, since the January period. And we've seen this logical progression that has been within you at the moment, and you're moving into a stage of your this month here. I think it's because you have a lot of logic within you, and because you get this logical paradigm that we've moved into, you're going to be able to use it to, or it's going to provide for you all the resources that you need, not only on your material side of life, but also on your relationship side of life. It seems like everything seems to be coming together, and all very fulfilling in a way. Really, really beautiful energy. That's the sort of overall sort of flow, and how you've engaged with your karmic path, with your energy, with the energy of the world around you. It seems to be now bringing to a crescendo within you as you come to the end of your your winter period. So your plans are all in place. Let's just see what the karmic path is for your relationship side. 10 of Cups. I think it has been difficult for you to apply your plan, or apply your way of living, or your vision of life, but it's working out now. It's really coming to fruition within you. Absolutely lovely vibration. 2 10s to start with. It's a real pinnacle of moment for you, certainly within your relationships. You're going to feel really good within your relationships that are around you this month. And it's almost saying to you, yes, enjoy this moment, enjoy this month, enjoy this conversion from one dimension into the other, and how this logic sort of is really going to sit with you really nicely. The High Priestess. So this is the first week. This is also how the universe is influencing your karmic path for this month. It's the giving birth to plans that have been in the offering for some time within your relationships. Almost as if like you're finally getting the recognition for the stance you have taken, and the connection that you've had with energy, and the honesty, I think, within you as well, and the way you've gone about it, of being true to who you are, because that's what I've been seeing over the last sort of 2 months within you, how you truly connect with the energies that are around you. And the High Priestess, she sort of she's got that intuition in a way, that sort of that clear thinking that you've been applying all the way through, and as she it's got that purity of seeing both sides of the story in a way, having that intuition that sort of works in harmony, which has brought you to this sort of phase here of completion. And it's almost as if you can see the next stage on, the next logical progression. the Nine of Cups. It had to come out. It's been coming out in everybody. Look at that. That is an absolute beautiful start to it. The second week here is all of a sudden, out of those 10 of Cups there, you're going to start realizing that there's even more to get out of life. And it's almost as if like you've you've won the lottery and you've won it again. And all of a sudden, from winning the lottery, you can see that there's so much more this life is offering you in regards to your relationships. And it's a progressional sort of process of using your intuition to not only favor for yourself, but actually favor for other people that are around you. It's a lot of gifts coming in here. And it's almost recognition for the good work that you've done. Really, really beautiful. Let's just see what happens in the third week. Yeah, it's nurturing those sort of plans. This has been coming out for everybody as well. The Seven of Pentacles. Nurturing those plans, nurturing those gifts in the second week. Just sort of, it's almost like as if like these gifts are almost like sort of seeds of love, seeds of connections with other people that are around you. And this is family, friends, community. I don't think it's to do with partnerships as in your partner. It could well be. But these, I think it's more to do with the collective more than anything else, with the sort of family and their friends and community factor. And all of a sudden you're realizing these gifts, and these gifts can be nurtured into something even better and even further and even greater. And that's what that intuition in the first week, you're going to realize that this, in the first week of April as you go forward. And as you can almost see that happening, rolling out in front of you. And it becomes very logical for you. Let's just see what the overall outcome is for you. Tower, wow. That's a bit of a shock. But that could be with the outside world. It also could be a case of what this is doing with the gifts and what you're nurturing is actually dispelling that old logic, that old world that is around you in the collective. And this doesn't necessarily mean your friends and family, but I'm talking about the collective as in the sense of the human, the human race, as it were. I think you're gonna realize that the connection or the relationships around you. I have been getting this for a lot of people. It's almost as if you're going to realize that some people just haven't got it. They haven't got that new logic. They're not on the same path as you. And I think that's going to be, that is going to be a case of, it could well be a shock that some people around you that you thought really had worked it out, they hadn't worked it out at all. That's possibly what it could be. That's what it seems like. Let me just see if I can get anything out of the energy out of that. I think it's the Tower moment is almost as like, I can't believe the human race is that stupid. That's what it feels like that comes out of it. It's actually putting you in a really good position because it's going to put you in a position of authority. It's going to give you a rite of passage going forward. And I think this is, if you nurture these gifts, this Tower moment there is almost going to sort of like give you a lot of space almost around you within your relationships, within your connection to your friends and your family and stuff like that. It's going to make you almost be like head and shoulders above the rest in a way. You're going to be, in a position where you can really start looking forward to a greater thing. Ending of those sort of worrying about things. That's what that Tower moment is. It could get rid of those sort of like worries, and it brings to you that Ace of Pentacles, those bright new future, that starting anew, and really starting anew in the way in which we mechanically, or not mechanically, physically connect with people around us. And it's going to bring you, I think, a lot of benefits, actually. And it's going to, when this tower moment happens, it looks as if it's like within the relationships, you might have people around you that may be kind of going, oh my God, the world's falling down, you know, the sky's falling in. And you're going to be that person sort of saying, no, it's not. This is, you know, don't worry about it. And that is going to, you might have to deal with the people around you who just haven't got it, basically, that just haven't sort of like worked it out. And as they do sort of fail within themselves or crumble within themselves, you're going to be observing this. And I think this is much more of an observing thing that's going on, because I was talking about in the collective reading, something that's going on between the 11th and the 21st of April. And this is in this period here, really. So you're nurturing those sort of beautiful gifts that are coming through. And you're going to realize that there at the end of the week, that during this nurturing process, that there is some people around you that you may well cherish, that just haven't got it, just really haven't got it. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. I don't get a lot of sort of pain, and I don't get a lot of discomfort for you. It's more of a case of it's the end of discomfort for you. It's almost as like that tower moment is going to put you in a position of clarity, which comes out of that sort of that high priestess. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. King of Pentacles. Look at that. That's a really powerful position as well. This is your karmic path on this sort of side. This is the understanding of where you are through knowledge, through experiment, and through, well, not experiment, experience more than anything else. So, you know, what you've experienced in life is going to serve you enormously within your financial world. And as we go through this logical change and this what's going on in the world around us, it's going to make you into a position where you're really comfortable in an authoritatively sort of position. It's going to make you stand out within your job, your business, or your projects, or the things that you're doing. Let's just see what's happening in the first week here. 6 of Cups. I think this is 6 of Cups. Sometimes people sort of say, you know, that's things coming in from the past and stuff like that. But I think this is more of a completion. I think this is more of a realization of what you've done in the past is a really beautiful thing. And how you've set yourself up is really well. In the first week, it's as if you're sort of positioning yourself and like to sort of say, I've already sort of claimed, I've already sort of told you about that. I've already positioned myself. I'm ahead of the game. I think that's where your past is actually going to come through, and you're going to receive the benefits of your past actions within your material world, which is going to set you up for that 10 of Pentacles going forward. Let's just see what's going on for the second week of that that second week there. So this is going from the 7th through to the 14th of April. Decisions need to be made. Some of them can be quite difficult or hard decisions. Certainly it's a good idea for you to look, you know, to not go into this blindly. It'd be a good thing to use that intuition as it comes through your happiness of what you've got on your karmic path, but also the abundance of the overall energy that is flowing through you, and in the knowledge of understanding of where you are going. And I think this decision there ties in slightly to the tower moment up there. I think this decision is sort of saying, I've got to continue on. I've got to leave certain things behind that doesn't really fit the new dimension anymore. And it's that deciding in that week, going from the 7th through to the 14th, and that beginning part, that 11th to the 21st of April. And it's going to be a realization that you've got to make that decision to progress onto new lands, new opportunities. And those new opportunities are coming into you from the 14th through to the 21st. So this is really accumulating into that whole sort of changing aspect of that logical sort of progression that we're going through, that logical sort of understanding of how the world works. And all of a sudden, I think it appears to be on your financial side that by the third week of April, people are going to be coming to you and offering you things simply because of that karmic sort of path, that knowledge you have that is now within you. You've got weight and purpose in your life, and you've got to decide to actually, there's that decision to make to step forward into your power, I think, or step forward onto new territory that you deserve to have, which comes from from old actions that you've done. And as you make those decisions, you go to this new sort of fertile land, and this is where the new contracts or new offerings of joyous sort of material parts of life are going to be coming towards you because of recognition of the work you've done. And this has to do with that 10 of Pentacles, that plentiful energy that's flowing through you. Let's just see what the overall outcome is. Page of Wands. As you go onto the new land, yes, you're going to be in a position where almost like a childlike energy, where you're going to explore. It's like taking a boat to an island, and you can then go and explore what's going on that island. And that island is that new paradigm, that new logic that you seem to be really in tune with. And I think it's because of the way you set yourself up at the beginning of the year. Let's just see if we can get some sort of clarification on all of this for you. Let's just start obviously with the overall energy with that 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, clear vision, direction, knowing where you're going, heading towards that abundance. You know it within you that I'm not going to say success is guaranteed, but it seems like the way in which you've engaged with energy that is around you, you're going to unladen yourself of woes and worries, because you're going to have a clear direction and clear vision of how to get to that 10 of Pentacles within your life. Let's just see what the clarification is on the 10 of Cups here. The Knight of Cups. It's playing through you. It's crisscrossing here. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get the 7 of Pentacles over here, or maybe the 9 of Cups over this sort of side. It seems to be dovetailing both your material side and your relationship side. And this sort of, this happiness after difficulty is going to put you in a position where people are going to come to you and offer you things. And I think this is your karmic path, is to accept it, just to open up to new relationships and new possibilities of all around you. Let's just see what's going on with this. A new cycle within the first week already. And I'm not sure that's when the new cycle starts. I got a funny feeling it starts up here, around the between the 14th and the 21st. But here is almost, because it's with the High Priestess, you understand that new cycle, and you can see that new cycle within the relationships around you. And this could be to do with your family and your friends and stuff like that. But you can see it, and it's going to give you a change of fortune. It's going to make you a lot more at ease or confident. Not that you were missing confidence before, but it's almost as if, like, kind of sort of saying, people are going to recognize you and kind of going, yeah, you were right. And this is going to feed you into a position where you can nurture those sort of like beautiful gifts of the future. Second week of those gifts coming through, it's going to make you, it's going to need for you to connect with other people. And also this has to do with 3 of Pentacles, is to do with the quality of work that you've done in regards to your relationships, the quality of work of your connection to energy with people that are around you. And that's going to pull like-minded people into your life. And this could well be the gifts that are coming in. It could well be connecting you to people or relationships that are around you that is just good quality relationships at any given point around you. Yeah, I think this is what those gifts are. And you've got to nurture those relationships, obviously, in the third week as you go from one dimension to the other. The Hierophant, I was going to say the Hermit. I'm surprised the Hermit hasn't come out. It's literally come out for everybody else, but it doesn't seem to be coming out for you. So the Hermit, the Hierophant, the good thing about the Hierophant is that they know the Hierophant is like, it's like a teacher. It's someone who's understood, knowledgeable person who's been through the trilogy of trials and tribulations, basically. And that staircase that leads to the star, the dreams and aspirations, they know how to get there. They know each step on that staircase is an understanding, a learning, a process that they've been through. And as you know how to do it, you can really nurture these future things for you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. My dog seems to be wanting to go out by the looks of things. Yeah, it's all of a sudden you will know how to get there. And I think that comes in from that high priestess as well. And you can nurture that path going forward. Let's just have a see what's going on in that Tower moment. Long-term plans, a very slow night, the Knight of Pentacles. As I say, I think this ties into people around you or the world around you that just loses the plot a bit, and you know that unfortunately they're not on the same path as you, and that may be a bit of a Tower moment for you, almost sort of, I don't want to say disappointed, but it may test your faith in life, test your faith in relationships that are around you. And I think you've got to just realize that the reason some people might be running around sort of like worrying about the future, and you're going to be that person that's going to be calm, collected going forward. And it's going to make you realize that actually I've got to move on. And unfortunately, I've got to leave some people behind you. And it's going to make a lot of space for you around you for the longer term plan. And I think it also comes in from a very long time. So these could be long-term relationships that may be questioned because of the changing logic within the collective around us. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. Four of Wands. Your karmic mission on your material side is to go from one dimension to the other, is to accept those offers that come into you, which will allow you to explore with a very childish, not childish as in immature, but with a sort of fresh eyes to an old world, basically, of new discoveries for you. And it's your karmic mission is to take that authority that you have with the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, sorry, and go through the dimension into something completely new, which I think is going to bring you back to that 10 of Pentacles, that abundance that is going to be coming into your life. Let's just see what's going on with that Six of Cups. See what's going on there. Yeah, I think that's, as I said, I think it's to do with the work that you've done. You've been carrying a lot, I think. You've been working very hard on things, staying true to yourself, which has meant that you've had to carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. And that first week there, I think it's a case of letting go of that. So you're not burdened anymore by the past to go forward. And because you're going to be letting go of a few things, That's those decisions that need to be made. They may seem tough, but I think it's going to be obvious for you. I don't think there's real decisions to be made. I think it's obvious which direction you should take. What did I say? Did I not say the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups over there? I did indeed. Those gifts that are coming through with that Knight of Cups, which comes in from this sort of side, which is playing on the Ten of Cups. You've got some really beautiful things turning up for you, Aquarius. You've got some really amazing things going to be offered to you between the 11th and the 20th, between the 11th and the 21st of April. Saying goodbye to those worries. Those are the cards that fell out earlier on as well. Well, at least one of them was. And, with that Queen of Pentacles, of having that security of knowing where you should be. That is, you've got to choose life, basically. You've got to choose progression within the material world. And you've got to choose it in a way that it's providing a lot of gifts for you and a lot of gifts for the people that are around you, basically. Let's just see what that is. Offerings coming in. I think it's going to unite yourself with yourself. This is going to make you feel incredibly whole, incredibly at one with yourself. That Two of Cups is almost like the unification of your lower and higher self. Rather than, because it's not on the relationship side, it's on the financial side. And this offering here is almost, it's a realization of kind of going, I have made it. It's a realization of that 10 of Pentacles within your life. Let's just see what's going on the Page of Wands. You got the Two of Pentacles. Did you not get the Two of Pentacles over here? No, there's someone else. Two of Pentacles. All of a sudden, that's going to... it's going to make you concentrate on, with that exploration of the Page of Wands, what it's going to do is that exploration is going to make you, as you go onto that island, as I said, to explore the island with fresh eyes to a situation, it's going to make you realise what you need to concentrate on. So if I was went to an island, I've got to find water and something to eat. And it's concentrating on those sort of things. It's going to bring to the surface as well certain things that you may not have seen, and which ties into this Two of Swords here. Things that you may not have seen within the world that is around you, but focusing on your future, focusing on that exploration of understanding everything, of this offering that's coming through to you, is going to put you in a really good position where you're going to be venerated, by others around you, because you've got that clear, logical revolution that's happened within you, the revolution that's happened within the collective, and it's going to put you in a very, very strong position going forward. Really, really nice reading, Aquarius. It's been absolutely beautiful to see your progression over the last sort of 2 months. Really, really, really nice. And I'm so glad you're part of this world, because you give, you validate that sort of logical revolution that we're going through at the moment, and make this world a much more progressive, evolutionary world for everybody, not just for you, but for everybody. And that's going to be absolutely beautiful. Thank you for your support for this channel. I hope you did enjoy this reading, and I hope this really did help you out. That's what we're here to do at this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.